Star Wars always has a big presence at New York Comic-Con, but this year, with Episode 7 just a few months away, enthusiasm is thicker than a Wookiee's fur. So we have to ask, what's the 38-year-old franchise doing as the hottest thing in pop culture? It's time for Overthinking It. For San Diego Comic-Con this year, J.J. Abrams showed up with the entire Episode 7 cast, gave everybody in the audience a lightsaber, and put on a free concert with the San Diego Philharmonic. For New York Comic-Con, there's a Last Witch Hunter screening, so that's something. But it doesn't matter. Even without any promotional events, Star Wars is everywhere. Some fans are already rocking Episode 7 costumes, even though they've only the faintest idea who they're cosplaying as.
I'm just trying to see what this guy is all about, so I'm pumped up for that and everything,
Yep. I mean, it's been 10 years since there's been a Star Wars movie, and arguably it's been over 30 years since there's been a good one. And yet, there's something about this galaxy far, far away that keeps people coming back for more. And so we have to wonder, what's so special about Star Wars?
I hate to say it because I'm dating myself, but I am an original 77 Star Warser. I was there for the opening of the movie, and it completely changed my life.
Nobody had ever seen filmmaking like that before. I mean, the special effects were far above and beyond any other movie that had been made up to that point.
I used to be the world's biggest Buckaroo Banzai fan. I don't sit around thinking about Buckaroo Banzai all the time anymore, but I'm always thinking about Star Wars. I can't give up on Star Wars. It's just so deep, and you can love it in so many different ways.
And so then, this whole generation of people, myself certainly included, loved the original trilogy. And it was something that, my parents loved it and I loved it, so it sort of crossed generations. And then the prequels probably came around at just the right time to burst that love of Star Wars back open.
My dad, he watched them when he was younger. That's him right there in the Darth Vader,
Yeah.
So when I was like a kid, he put me on for that.
I remember getting into it just because my older brother had like some of the action figures that they came out with in the 90s. And I remember going into his room and just like stealing them because I thought they were so cool. So once he caught me a couple times. He's like, all right, fine, you want to play with these? Let me show you why you want to play with these. So he showed me the original movies, and I've just been hooked ever since.
For me, it brings me right back to my childhood.
I think it's just good storytelling and combined with good special effects and just sort of being this thing that crosses generation and crosses cultural boundaries.
So maybe 400 years from now, Star Wars will be to that generation what Shakespeare is to us, perhaps.
I think it's possible. I certainly think people will be studying it. Yeah.
I cannot explain it, though. If I could explain it, I would, try to make my own. But Star Wars is just Star Wars, man.
But maybe the best explanation for the enduring popularity of Star Wars comes from the movies themselves. When I think about this vast expanse of fandom, I can't help but think about the Force.
It's an energy field created by all living things. It surrounds us and penetrates us. It binds the galaxy together.
That sounds like an apt description for Star Wars fandom, especially in a place like this. It's generated by fans and creates a spiritual bond that binds people together. That bond promotes more feelings of fandom, which strengthens these bonds. It's a never-ending feedback loop, something that not even Jar Jar Binks could break. And who doesn't want to be a part of that? What do you think about Star Wars? Do you like Star Wars?
Star what?
But pretty much everyone else here is on board. We may like different Star Wars movies, books, and games, but Star Wars is big enough to offer something for everybody. And with Disney planning a movie a year from now on, we're only just beginning to explore the galaxy. The Force is strong with Star Wars and its fans, and it's only getting stronger. From New York Comic Con, this is Mark Lee for Overthinking It.